See, there was a time in this country, in this same country, that if you go to a market, you will see nothing there. No, nobody's there. Just the store and the goods. And guess what? With coins, you will buy by yourself, take what you need, pay, and take your change. One fool must have gotten there one day. He took what he wanted, he didn't pay, and he took the change. So the woman got back and said, "Who sold all these things?" Well, what do we do? Have to hire a sales girl. Market prices are the same, prices the same, commodity the same, but we have hired sales girl. And who's going to pay for that sales girl? The material. So we put the salary of the girl in the material. So what caused the increase? Corruption. We are paying more to cover for corruption, the cost of corruption. That's what has entered this thing. Then the sales girl began to steal. 10 years after. By that time, CCTV has come out. So what do we do? I put CCTV there. You don't know about that cost. Between sales girl and CCTV, the price of TomTom has gone up. And every action we take is transgeneration. And there's something bigger always at stake.
This is the 4th time I'm watching this video, and I just feel I should share my thoughts on this. See, this video reveals something much more deeper than just the hidden cost of corruption. To me, it's talking about certain decisions that we make that affects the generation that comes after us. Some of us are so selfish that all we think about is ourselves. What we're going to eat now, how we're going to survive. We don't think transgenerational. And this is what poverty has cost to a nation, to a society, and to a people. Because if all you think about is survival, you cannot think after you. All you're thinking about is you and now. How you can eat, how you can survive. And by so doing, you enslave yourself and enslave the generation that comes after you. I'm very sure this is why Israel was in captivity in Egypt for more than 40 years, if I'm not mistaken. They came to Egypt because there was scarcity in Canaan, and there was famine in the land. So they came to Egypt because of survival. Then Joseph was still in charge because Pharaoh just put him in charge then of things in Egypt. After they were able to eat, they got what to eat to survive. They forgot that they are supposed to return back to Canaan. And then they started giving birth. The next generation came after them. Those that brought them, they evil died. Because the Bible says a time came, it's more than 40 years in slavery. The Bible says a time came that a king that doesn't know Joseph came in. And then Israel was in captivity for a very long time until God sent Moses to deliver them. Now my question to you today is, what decision are you making now that is based on survival alone? You see the analogy in that video. The guy went to the market to go and steal. I'm very sure when he was hungry and because of survival, he had to steal. In his mind, he was smart. He had outsmarted the system. And for that reason, the generation had to pay the cost. They had to employ a sales girl, increase the price of goods. The sales girl started stealing because of the corruption in the system. And the CCTV was installed. I'm sure that measures was put in. Auditors came in and then it affected the cost of commodity. And the generation had to pay. The customer had to pay higher for the goods that they were buying. This is the same that's happening in life. Where you are today, or what you are doing today, whether it's easy for you or it's difficult for you, the people that were ahead of you transferred it to you. What I mean is this: I'm hustling the way I'm hustling now. I'm doing business the way I'm doing business now. Because there was no foundation I was set up with by my parents. To tell the last children will not do business the way I'm doing business now. They will not start from ground zero that I am starting from, because their father has paid the price. And my children will not start from ground zero because I am paying the price now. I'm building relationships, I'm setting foundations, I'm investing in properties in different states, very soon, different countries. And my children will now have to pay the price I have paid to make life much easier for them, to make their school fees for sources easy. Now ask yourself, are you making the school fees for your children easy? You will tell you, get properties now that they are still affordable, especially if you're from Edo State, if you're from Edo State, if you're from Nigeria. Get properties from where you came from. It's not because we just want to sell and make profit. It's because we've seen the future. And if you are not part of the future today, you will not experience the future. And even if you experience the future, it will be difficult for you. Where you're supposed to be a king, making decisions, you become a servant, just like the children of Israel. I'm very sure they didn't make much investment in Egypt because they felt, I'm not from that place. And they didn't have a stake in rulership. All they were doing was peasant job just to survive and going to eat. If you are seeing this video and you're outside the country, you're making money, come back and invest in home. Where you are now, it's someone's village. People decided to make that village work. People invested there and turned that village into a city that everybody is envy and everybody wants to be in today. The vision we have for Edo State is in such a way that people will envy Edo State and say, I like what is happening, and for that reason I'm coming to Edo State to do this, I'm coming to Edo State to relax, I'm coming to Edo State to survive, just like those Mafia are trying to survive out there. And it can only be possible if you and I invest in Edo State. The Edo of our dream cannot work with just us in Edo State alone. You have seen how things work over there. Come back, come and make this place better.